Today on JTV, you'll learn how to wow everyone at your next special event using the E-riser from Acolyte. Today, for our project, it's a little darker in the JTV studios, so you can get the full effect. But we don't want to keep you in the dark. Today's wonderful centerpiece for special events involves the new E-riser and the different length poles you can use for special events. It's great because the E-riser first came with a 2-foot pole. Then they added a 3-foot and 4-foot pole so you can expand your creative spirit and create incredible special event centerpieces. We'll show you some of those secrets using the great LED products from Acolyte today. The E-riser is going to be the focus that we have. And again, with the solid lucite tube with a great bubble pattern that goes from top to bottom. Acolyte are the only people in the world with this patented pole for their E-riser. So we're going to dress it up today and impress with our great centerpiece. Our first step is to create a ring around the base of our E-riser using the new 9-inch design tray with an artesia ring from Floorcraft. We've soaked this and it comes with this tray. We're going to pull the tray out and use the foam all by itself today. Our first step is to bevel the edge of the foam. I'm using my foam knife so that we can get great placement all the way around the ring. You'll notice that these design rings that are created for the designer trays are deeper than other ones you've seen in the market, so we have plenty of room to place our flowers. Our flowers today are going to be some beautiful red roses and also the black Color Fresh from Fern Trust. In this case, we're going to take these and cut our roses short, creating a ring all the way around of solid roses. I also want to intermingle the Color Fresh. So I'm going to take a piece and cut it and place it in between, breaking off the pieces of the Color Fresh and then cutting them all at one time allows me to place them all together in one bunch inside the ring. The black Color Fresh comes with the patented Shimmer glitter, so it looks great, and it also will pick up that great reflective quality from all of the LED lights. I'm completing this from the inside first, and then adding my roses, so I don't have to go in and around them. We have a ring that's already completed that looks like this. I want this one to be slightly different, so I'm going to add a few Amy's Orchids. The red Macara Orchids will dance up above the Color Fresh. And then one more rose to fill this in completely. Now to cover our edge on the outside, we use a little bit of Reliant ribbon. I love this red metallic. We'll just bring it all the way around the outside. And we'll secure this in place using 3 black pearl head pins. That's a great detail for our ring, and it's going to look very formal and elegant. Because the E-risers come apart, we can simply take the tops off and place these over the top and down around the base. Our tops then go back on the top of the E-riser poles. Our next step will be to add illumination to the top of the E-riser. Acolyte Technologies is so brilliant because the Maxi Illuminator with the 31 LED lights fits directly into the top tray. It's a perfect, snug fit, and it's going to hold it in place so that it's always secure. The other great thing about the E-riser is this pole is completely stable, whether 2 foot, 3 foot, or the 4 foot length. So you can create large-scale arrangements that will sit on there and be secure all night long. So to represent that, I'll show you what we're going to place on top of there. The wonderful new double-ended bubble bowl from Accent Decor. And we'll float two beautiful roses in that bubble bowl and set that up on top of our Maxi Illuminator. It's great because you can see the reflective quality, it's magnified, of the beautiful back sides of those gorgeous roses floating in the water. And because this is nice and sturdy and stable, it can stand there all night long with no worries for your special event. We'll use the mini Illuminator for our base and a simple lily bowl on the table like that. Because we're using 3 different pieces, we'll do 3 beautiful roses in this bowl. You'll notice my one rose is kind of listing off to the side a little bit. I'll use a trick my grandmother taught me, reflexing the rose back. Simply taking my hands and folding back a few of the exterior petals, just gently moving that back with my thumb, allows it to float perfect in the water. Reflexing a rose, an old flower trick, but something that's still effective today. Our next step will be to use the vine lights. The vine lights have this wonderful black battery pack that's also waterproof and has a hook for hanging. There's another webisode about all the great products from Acolyte, Acolyte 201, and you can check out all the latest and greatest things from Acolyte in our webisode archive. We'll slip this down inside there. It's brilliantly concealed. And then we can wind this vine light around our arrangement. I think it's effective that our bubble bowl has 2 holes. So let's let that light go all the way through. Because this is so pliable, we can create whatever pattern we want to with the LED lights. And it's easy to turn on with the switch that's at the very end. It's a perfect spot for a switch because then we don't have to dig around and find the end. We can have the end exposed. You can go through an entire room of centerpieces and turn them on in a few minutes rather than having to dig for something and go back and replace it. Acolyte Technologies is always taking care of you. To finish our third element, we'll place a sphere of roses at the very top of our tallest E-riser. That gives us 3 different levels of light and flowers for our special event centerpiece. We can also include another vine light concealing it in the base of our second E-riser and weaving it around the table. Another great element to add to the table would be rose petals. And then turning on our vine light at the very end with the special Acolyte patented switch. Now this is an impressive special event illuminated table centerpiece. But remember, Acolyte always has one more trick up their sleeve. We're not limited to white. We can have red or even green for Christmas colors, blue for patriotic, pink, teal, whatever we want. I like the white. It's classy and it's elegant. But you have a choice when you invest in the gold standard of LED lights with Acolyte. Until next week, keep having fun with flowers.